I know Vinaya said she'll try to persuade him, but she didn't sound confident.
We have to go after her. But how do we get to the shrine from here?
Up ahead is a transporter leading to the shrine. But it's inactive. We need to trigger the verification devices to activate it. We'll find one at the top of each of the 4 pillars. If we trigger them all, we can use the transporter.
How Fiora know that?
Meyneth's memories. She tells me these things.
Do you know how to trigger them?
Maybe my body itself is the key.
Okay. Then let's get searching.
Hello there everybody, this is CwapTheNintendin here, and welcome back to more Let's Play Xenoblade Chronicles. So, last time, we made it to the Meyneth's capital, Agniratha, and at the data center, we learned of the true history between the 2 titans. So today, Vinaya has gone off to try to persuade Egil, but according to Charla, she doesn't seem confident. By the way, item. Thank God. You'll see why later, but anyway. Yes, Vinaya has gone off to try to persuade Egil again, but Shulk and the crew have to follow her, and we need to activate the 4 pillars as Fiora told us. But I want to actually head up to the Fallen Arm now. Okay. This is kind of dumb. If you're a Xenoblade completionist, you know why I'm going back here, but for those of you who are not, allow me to elaborate. After viewing the history of Bionis and Meyneth, a new quest will open up. By the way, that dumb band will comment on, by the way. And it's really dumb. It's kind of... yeah, it's really dumb. So, we have Zilix here, who has the perpetrator of this quest here. And yes, it is kind of dumb. Like, how are you expected to do this on your first playthrough, by the way? Like, how? How? Because you wouldn't know to do this on your very first playthrough. You would know to do it on your second playthrough or to look at it from a guide. But, yeah, it's dumb. It's kind of dumb. But, if you're a completionist, you kind of have to do this. Anyway, I think Ryan said something really funny and I talked over it, but whatever. And I realized that some of the most important ones are missing. He's talking about those memories that we found at Meyneth's field and we brought it back to him. He says there's a separate backup, and we need to find said backup. We must finish what we started. I too am somewhat interested in your people. The backup is a single chip, so there's less to find than before, but doing so may be more difficult. Even so, will you do it? Well, we kind of have to. History of the capital! We have to collect Memory 903 in Agniratha. So yes, only by at least reaching Agniratha are you able to do this, by the way. Rest assured that your issue will be attended to with haste. With haste. I like your style, count me in. Dumb band to the rescue. That's totally a dumb band thing would say. But anyway, that's not really the only reason why we're back here on the Fallen Arm. There's actually a couple more reasons. Number one, we have to turn in that quest that Kazat gave us. We hunted down those M53 Thanks, I believe they were called, at the Central Factory and got the materials from them so that we can go ahead and turn in a weapon just for me that Kazat gave out. You got all the materials I needed. Thank you so much. Now I can build a brand new gun. By the way, not that I was lying about protecting the village, but the main thing I want to protect is my family. Oh, that's a thought. As my thanks to you, here's my original gun. The one that's too complicated for me to use. I bet you're skilled enough to know what to do with it. Well, I can kind of see Melio packing heat. I could have sworn. You were a help, alright. See for yourself, look how happy they are now. They do indeed seem to be happy. I suppose that is all that matters. Yeah. Duh. So yes, it's definitely better off in our hands, and the gun will be happy as well. Not that gun so I have feelings or anything, I bet they do, but yeah. We have The Devil Cannon. It looks really cool. It sounds really cool. But then again, you realize that it is, well, not really it's a weapon for, it is a weapon for Charlotte, don't get me wrong, it's cool and all. But in my experience, it only increases the critical hit rate and auto attack damage. And really, Charlotte is built more for support. I mean, you can do this if you want to, but I'd rather keep the mech in a sniper because, well, we're going to be fighting mech on, like, all over the place. All over the place. Alright, so now, our next stop is Wreckage Beach. That sunset is freaking incredible. So, here we are. This beautiful vista shall be the location of this heart-to-heart that we can now view. Between Aigis and the Monado Air in Just Like Old Times. Because that's totally a dumb band heart-to-heart. He says that exact quote. Shulk? Can I ask you a favor? Just a little one. Absolutely. If you think it's something I can help with, I mean. Yes, it has to be you. This sounds important. What do you need me to do? Never mind, it's fine. Are you sure, Fiora? I don't mind what it is. Just ask if you need to. You sure you won't mind? Something's really bothering you. You never used to hide stuff from me back at the colony. I know I didn't, but that was a long time ago, Shulk. And if I tell you, I know you'll get angry. Maybe, maybe not, but you have to ask to find out. So, what's it to be? Okay, here I go. Just don't get mad, please. We talked about this before, but if my body doesn't last... Fiora, stop right there! You said you wouldn't worry. That's why I told you not to get mad. I know this isn't the first time the subject's come up. But how do you know I'll ever be like I was before all this? I don't care about any of that. None of that matters as long as I get to be with you. You'll always be my Fiora. What about everyone else? You're fine with it, but other Homs... I know what they'll think of me. And I don't want them to tar you with that same brush. Then we'll move to somewhere where they can't look at you. Ron and Dunban would follow us. I know they would. Shulk, thank you. Hearing you say that makes me happy inside. But I can't drag everyone away from their own lives. Maybe not, but I'll be there with you either way. Really? You leave everyone else for me? You're not just saying that to make me feel better? No, I promise I'll never leave you. So you have to promise me that you'll never forget that. Okay, two possible scenarios. One, Ryan being the third wheel, he's like, what the heck are they talking about? And the other scenario being, obviously, the worst one. Melia listening in on that subject. You are welcome. But I want to go back to Frontier Village really quick because there is actually another heart-to-heart that we can view. If you remember last time, well, not really last time, but in the description of Part 69, I mentioned that I raised two certain characters' affinities to green. Well, you're probably wondering who I'm bringing in. Well, obviously I'm bringing in these two. Well, that certainly spoiled the heart-to-heart, I guess. So, let's switch it over to daytime because that's the more appropriate time. And with this heart-to-heart, we have the person whose life has gone downhill ever since Prison Island, and the hero Hom in True Natures. Man, I'm finally getting the hang of not selecting cancel right away. Shows when I know that I skipped out on that advanced art book. Bleh. This flower is much like the one that used to grow by Arid Sea. Used to? You mean it doesn't anymore? Alas, the breed was wiped out. None like this grow there anymore. But its seeds must have dispersed all the way here and taken root. Isn't nature beautiful? I can see you love flowers, Melia. I do adore them. I like nothing more than finding new species on our travels. How about you, Dumban? Do you like flowers? Yeah, I can definitely see Dumban not being a flower person. Yeah, like, imagine that if he was, but yeah, not really. I don't get the impression that you dislike them all that strongly. Maybe it's just that you like them so strongly. I can't imagine that someone might not like flowers at all. That's not what I meant. It's just, if you hated flowers, you wouldn't tread so carefully around them. I am beaten by your powers of observation. I can always see a person's true nature from how they act in public. I've studied you all ever since we met. Oh, as all wise rulers do. A ruler must know his people. My father and brother taught me much about imperial duties. I never thought I would actually need those lessons, but I will certainly need them now. However, their lessons reach far beyond the particulars of ruling. I learned how to handle myself and communicate well with people. Maybe you need a few more of those lessons. Are you saying I lack people skills? You only seem yourself with around Ricky and Shulk, if I may say. I wish you'd open up to the rest of us a bit more. We've all been through so much together on the battlefield. Deep down I know that you are right. Thank you, Dumban, for your frank comments. I will do my best to open up more. I didn't mean for her to be treated quite so formally, but oh well! I can definitely imagine, like, Dumban saying it in that fashion, like, but oh well! But yeah, I can kind of relate to Melia in that subject. Like, I'm trying to be better as a people person, and I'm certainly hoping that these videos help me a lot. Like, making these videos taught me how to talk better and all that stuff. Kind of wish my commentary was a little bit better and not really repeating myself any more than I need to in this one, rather than, you know, stuff like Twilight Princess or Super Return to Jedi, because I think those were my best commentary-wise. Ow. Yeah, and I had to freaking get my headphones in there because, again, my commentary cut out because it's stupid. Actually, it's not really stupid, but the game audio is. But anyway, we are done with everything there is to do on the sidey quest type of thing, so now we can head back to Agniratha and get all those quests that we saw. These are the terminals. Now, these are, in my opinion, are really creepy. Like this one right here. These, apparently, there are mechon that are out of control and they need to be neutralized. So, yeah, even the mech, like, pretty much like on the Fallen Arm, these mechon are pretty much out of control. Like, it's sort of like, it's kind of like that. But here's the, like, really creepy thing about, you know, these terminals. By the way, we need to hunt these monsters before I get off into my little tangent about the quests in Agniratha. Military status terminal. Some mechon are in possession of excess power. Mechon must have equal power. Victory can only be assured if all individuals follow orders. Unbalanced power is undesirable. Punish the offenders. These are basically our equivalent to generic quests, and we haven't gotten those in a very long time. So we need to hunt these unique monsters in Agniratha. And can I just say right off the bat that pretty much every enemy in Agniratha that we're going to be fighting will have certain significance in terms of quests. But here's the city planning terminal. Agniratha must be restored to a state of perfection. Collect repair materials for the damaged structures. We have Agniratha Beautification 1. So, these are ancient terminals. So, these terminals have basically existed ever since, you know, the ancient times when the Machina were still living here, and especially before Zanza or the Bionis attacked. It's really, it's kind of creepy to think about that these things just basically exist during a time when, you know, everything was peaceful and all that stuff. And they basically think that some of these mechon are criminals in that regard. I don't know how, but it's kind of creepy in a way. But regardless of which, I'm not cutting any of this out, by the way, because, well, that would take too long, plus Pinnacle Studio kind of hates me. So, I'm just going to tell you right off the bat what what monsters you're going to be fighting. So you have to find Dreads, Sakuras, Hastes, Offensive Braves, Grands, and all that other stuff. But you'll know where to find them when we see them. So that basically leads me into, well, the side quests in that regard. Agniratha is kind of like one of those places where, you know, you're going to be all over the place with Agniratha, basically. So as a result of that, this is going to be a little bit less organized than any other side questing video. Well, this is not really sort of a side questing video. It's more of a hybrid between the two video types that you'll find in Xenoblade. This is going to be like an exploration of Agniratha, because we've never been here before, obviously, to activate the pillars, to get to the Meyneth Shrine, and these are going to be side quest oriented. So anyway, this strategic intel terminal requires samples of small telethia. So, you know all those telethia that the crew pointed out in the last video, right? Well, it turns out that we do need to investigate them. We need to investigate the small telethia at the Hellas Pillar, Dios Pillar, Dios Pillar, Effigy of Meyneth, and Calcos Pillar. 3 of those pillars we need to go to anyway, so it'll be really good for us. And then we have the Capital Control Terminal. Unresolved issues requiring immediate attention are present. Resolve all issues to receive a key to a top for the special view. Doing it for the views! Okay. So, yeah, you'll notice that I got a Grape Spring before we went off to do our errands. That's one of the items that you need for one of the Agniratha Beautification side quests. And, okay. In my opinion, this is one of the least favorite Collectopedias, in my opinion. Like, I don't like this Collectopedia at all. Basically put, prepare to take laps around Agniratha to get all the items for the Collectopedia, as well as the Great Springs and Fairy Tale Diodes that you need, because no one trades for them. And just as soon as I say it, I found another Grape Spring. But yeah, I hate this Collectopedia. Ugh.
Is everybody ready?
Because, you know, no one trades for them, so you're gonna have to take laps around Agniratha. But anyway, now to show off the sword drones. Oh boy, this is gonna be fun. So, because of the haste 5 gem that Fiora has right now, because of her equipment, she's going to do loads and loads and loads of damage like that. Plus, she's going to fill up her talent gauge like mad. So, here's a... Wait. What the heck? I swear to God, oh, okay. Sure. It's weird, like, my talent gauge ran out for a second. That's really weird. But, yeah, hopefully I can build this up before the fight is over, because I really want to show this off. I really do. And I'm gonna actually use it on this enemy, though, because we just beat that one. Anyway, Sword Drones 1 is this. A 10-hit combo with 1500 damage each. God damn. That is amazing. Like, Sword Drones is probably one of my favorite talent arts ever, if not my favorite, because it's a 10-hit combo, and it's so good. I'm sorry, I can't help it. It's just so good. And if you can get it in a chain attack with the multiplier up, you can get insane amount of damage. And I swear to God, I will show that off. I will show that off if it kills me. But anyway, yes, we are going to take care of pretty much every mech on here. So don't be surprised if my experience or anything like that is going to be a thing. Anyway, Double Wind, Gale Slash. Melia has an elemental, thank God, so let's do a thing. And yes, here we go. Look at that, 6,000 to 7,000 damage per hit. I love this, and especially with the Arts Heal gem that we have on her. Because for every hit, we gain 40 HP, so that's 400 HP right off the bat. It may not seem like much, but trust me, it is absolutely incredible for Fiora. I think I won't regret, like, doing this sort of setup for Fiora in my experience. And especially in this way too, because you're going to be fighting nothing but Mechon in this area. Fiora is gonna be your basically your main dude. Your main guy, your main compadre. Because she has the ability to gain bonus effects for Max Storm, and she's got that amazing sword drones thing that she has. It's too good. It's just, I can't say enough good about sword drones. It's so good. It's too good. Anyway, yes. Also, keep in mind for all those who are going to do the questing, you'll want to go ahead and wow, Jaws of Defeat. Jaws of Defeat, what is that achievement? Before I get back to my topic. Wanna battle on the Virgin? Wow, I've never gotten that achievement before. That's amazing. Like, honest to God, I have never gotten that achievement before. It's so great. It's too good. But anyway, before I get back to my topic, I'm gonna actually switch up helmets because, well, Fiora's gotten on that helmet enough as it is, so I'm gonna switch it up. So while I'm here, I guess, I'm gonna get the debuff resist ones because, well, speed shift is god. So basically, actually, I'm gonna switch up drones because I want to show off shield drones because we earned that. That's cannon drones 2 and shield drones. All right, good. So anyway, also, keep in mind about this. Also, you want to take care of every treasure chest and make sure it's a bronze chest, by the way, because, well, bronze chests are taking up more priority in this area because, well, you need those new part L's and those new part S's. Trust me, you will indeed need those. And by the way, I'm going to change up my party members when all this is done. But anyway, Shield Drones 1 is basically a Monado shield in which, well, you know, you shield yourself from Talon Arts. It can be incredibly helpful if you're fighting a unique monster that likes to use its Talon Art a lot. But honestly, I just think it's alright. I mean, it's nothing really too special or anything. But it's helpful all the same. Trust me, I practiced. Anyway, gonna switch up the party, and I'm gonna bring in Ryan here. And speaking of Ryan, yes, I know I'm going all over the place with the menus and all that junk, but hear me out on this. In my practice, I actually did go ahead and do this. I switch over to the Machina Guard too because it's an anti-mechon weapon and it's got 3 slots. You bet your ass I'm going to do that. Like, seriously. You bet your major ass. But, wait. Do I have that, helmet thing? No, I don't. Okay. So I'm just gonna stick with this for a while. But yeah, that's basically all there is to talk about in the way of Agniratha quests and all that stuff. Really, you just want to be a lot diligent in everything in that regard. And speaking of being more diligent, I bet you know where this is going. Much like Sword Valley, Galahad Fortress, Mechonis Field, and Central Factory, Agniratha is a certain place where you're not always going to come back to, so once again, pretty much just like I said before, because I love repeating myself like an idiot, you want to be more diligent in taking on unique monsters and discovering everything, because that's my motto. That's my motto for Mechonis. We made it to the Calcos Pillar. This is one of the 4 pillars that we need to go to. So, let us do it. There are loads of Mechon everywhere for us to fight now. To think this place was once glorious in that regard. But now it's just a battleground between us and Egil and basically the Mechonis itself. Yeah, I want to experience this place in its heyday, man. It's so good. But regardless, Melee has an elemental, thank God. Why do I keep saying Melee finally has an elemental, thank God? Because, well, Melia has not been the greatest to me in the AI department, thank you very much. Also, mass-produced faces are on these pillars, help. Yep, mass-produced faces are going to be in some of these pillars, so it is very possible to aggro on them with the use of Max Storm and all that stuff. And they're going to be level 67, so yeah, and that's why they have the gray portrait around them. And then again, wait, what? Okay, wow, okay, I'm an idiot. I thought, like, Sword Drive didn't activate, but then again, it didn't activate because I didn't use it yet. Because I just used it. But anyway, what is it doing? What is the face doing? Is it just like, hey, I'm going to get up on this thing and with the stuff and all that? Might as well. But anyway, god damn it, Melia. Okay, fine. Do it. Yeah, and what is Melia doing back there? Aw, man! Dude! I almost had the ×4 sword drones. It's, whatever. Whatever. I don't need any of that. Well, we did do a spear break, so let's do Starlight Kick. Yeah, what, Melia? You toppled it? What is that? What was that all about, man? Thankfully, the mass-produced faces don't have any sort of topple spikes and all that stuff, so thankfully, you don't have to worry about any sort of topple spikes when fighting these mass-produced faces. But anyway, let's see what we got. We got a bloodstained face, obviously. And, wow, there's a lot more treasure chests back here. All I'm getting is silver chests, man. Like, Melia's silver chest game is too strong because of that skill. So, I'm gonna switch out, to, Ricky. Because, well, Ricky hasn't seen any action in a while, so we might as well. I always like to give everyone an equal amount of action every once in a while. Take that out of context, if you will, by the way. We reached the first control platform and the first verification device. One down, 3 to go. Now this confuses me. So, Fiora said in the cutscene, maybe my body itself is the key. Well, your body is definitely the key. You are in the greater party, but honestly, you don't really need Fiora to activate the pillars. Honestly. And for truly. Honestly. But anyway, we got Offensive Brave, which we do need to hunt. So we might as well take its outs while we can. Yeah, expect a lot of cutting, by the way. Newport M, that's not what I wanted. Whatever, man. I don't need any of that. Juicy Blueberry. And Aerith Blue. Okay, that's weird. Like, Aerith Blue in the Mechonis? Really? I don't know where they come up with these Collectopedia items, but I like it. Honest and for truly. Why did I do Dive Sabat and Bone Upper in the backwards order? I don't know. Maybe I need to switch up these art orders and art formations right away. But anyway, right here we have the M55 Dread. This is one of the unique monsters that, or not one of the unique monsters that we need to hunt. One of the regular monsters that we need to hunt. And a new part S. Cool. They also dropped the advanced frames, which you do need for our weapon just for me, should you have not completed yet. And oh, right here is one of my absolute favorite unique monster names. In fact, it's probably my favorite that guy is pushing. Experienced Tristan. Hey guys, I don't know how to do Tristan's voice. I sound like Rocky, or maybe like Cody from Super Mario Logan. But hey, that's a unique monster. Doopy doopy doop. And oh god, okay, Offensive Brave. You can actually no. And yeah, Hellas Pillar. Oh my god. Okay, you know what? Yeah, Offensive Brave. Offensive Brave. You can go die, and you can go die. Cutting this out. Alright, and that was the M36 Sakurai, which we also need to hunt. And we got another new part Hess, holy shit. And what do we got? Bloodstained Face. Like, I'm not surprised. But anyway, here we are at the Hellas Pillar with this M87 Grand, but I'm gonna take care of that guy in a moment. But we also have the second control platform. I have a feeling we're gonna go about these in order, I guess. But yes, we have gone halfway through, you know, the story progress in Agniratha. But we're not exactly done you know, in this video yet. Because I want to take out Experienced Tristan, man. Experienced Tristan is probably my favorite unique monster name in the game. Like all time. No others will beat it, honestly. Oh boy. But anyway, the M87 Grand, of course, being based on those grunt units, obviously it's gonna have a topple spike, so don't, for the love of God, topple it. Don't forget to Fedora tip it, excuse me. I meant to do a thing there where I make an MLG joke, but I fail at it because it's dumb and it's stupid and it's dumb. Yes, do it good, Ricky. And speaking of which, let Agniratha be known as the area in Xenoblade Chronicles that has probably the worst slowdown in the entire game. Like, if you're fighting loads and loads of Mechon on screen, you will, and I mean you will, experience slowdown like nothing else. Just saying right now, you are going to experience that load of slowdown. Also, why are these Mechon hounding me? Bye, Ricky. Why are these Mechon hounding me? Oh my god. Oh my god. I mean, they are the ones that we need to hunt, but seriously, what the heck? What the heck, man? What the heck? Okay, fine. We shall fight you because we need to fight you because I want to be a completionist in fighting you. I want to be a Gerard. Oh my god. This area is gonna kill me in the end. Ugh. And I still haven't found like every single Collectopedia item or anything that we need to hunt. Ugh. But in honor of which things, oh wait, hold on, chest, before I end the video, wait. See? New part L, that's one of the things we need. Jeez. So thankfully I did this with the semi-sore throat, because you really wouldn't notice, didn't you? But, regardless of which, we are halfway done with taking out or activating the pillars that we need to activate in order to get to the Meyneth Shrine. And we've done our services for now with restoring Agniratha, or at least we've begun set duties. Next time on Let's Play Xenoblade Chronicles, we're going to do basically more of the same thing. We're going to activate more pillars, and we're going to complete more of the Agniratha restoration as far as those ancient terminals are concerned in the next one. So, I will see you guys on the next time. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.